Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Super Mario 64 DS. In the last episode, we finished things up at Bob-omb Battlefield, and in this episode, we're going to be getting started on another course that we have not yet seen. Not another course, more like a new course. Alright, here we got this painting of bubbles. I detailed it in the last episode, which I do apologize if the last episode has been on the short side. It wasn't my intention. But how about we don't waste any time? Let's have a decent length video this time, and let's do Plunder in the Sunken Ship, me hearties. And I'm sure I speak for everyone here when I say that I consider the music here in our new stage, Jolly Roger Bay, one of the greatest in video games. This was, just like Telltale Heights and Link's Awakening, a song that I loved before I was particularly a fan of video game music in particularly. But it's just such a wonderful song. Unfortunately, it's going to get interrupted right here as I show something that you can do right here. There's a full switch right there, and you can grab the scoop of shell, and you can skip along the water and collect all these coins for some easy money. That's just a little bit of a tip should you be going for coins, but I'll show some more secrets later. I just want to take some time here in this very simple mission where all we have to do is swim down to the ship and, you know, get near the eel, force him to come out, and go into the ship like we were told to. Collecting coins, of course, will cause you to restore health. We got a hidden one-up right there that'll go right into you. But this music, it does things that not many songs, I think, have ever accomplished. It feels very soothing, and it really, really gives the feeling of just having an adventure. And it's very, very soothing, but at the same time, it also captures the feeling of adventure here. There's pirate ships, there's that eel that would attack you. You have all those different factors in this level, and it captures all of them perfectly. It manages to feel soothing, yet adventurous at the same time. Something that, like I said, I don't feel much other music gets a chance to really do, or really doesn't really have the ability to do. It's just, I believe that it was a perfect way to start off music on the N64, and it did a fantastic job showing what it was capable of. It's still to this day one of my favorite songs, period, not even just from video games. And I don't think there's many situations that are stressful enough to the point where this song doesn't make you feel at least a little bit happy to just do what you gotta do. But I won't waste any more of your time by standing under this block. How about we collect our star and gush more about the music and why I think it's so great in the next mission. Next up, we have Canal Come Out to play. Very similar mission to the last one. Once again, it involves luring eel to where we need him to be. So, once more, I just kind of want to talk a little bit more about Jolly Roger Bay here and just why I love it so much. It's really just, I can't describe it really. It's so hard to really describe unless you've actually played Mario 64. By the way, there's a Koopa shell in that climb. You can grab it by punching underwater, something I didn't know you could do when I was a child. And it's just that, I just want to say that Jolly Roger Bay is where I feel like the adventure really begins for me in Mario 64. It always felt to me, like, I mean, I enjoyed Mario 64 and Bob-omb Battlefield and Whomp's Fortress when I first played it, but I always felt like Jolly Roger Bay just had this feel to it like nothing else that we had seen up to this point, and it's just, this is when I knew that I was in for a really special adventure that was unlike anything else I'd ever played. And it was what just made me so eager to play through the rest of Mario 64 when I first experienced this as a child. This atmosphere, this music, all of it, the feeling of adventure and danger here with this giant eel, the pirate ships, everything. This level, it's greatness. I can't say enough good about it. It's greatness. That's all I can really say about it. And I know it sounds like I'm utterly fanboying, and I probably am, but as we collect the star, that's just what I feel about Jolly Roger Bay. It's magical to me. Our third mission, Treasure in the Ocean Cave. Okay, I'll stop contrasting the feeling of this level so much by doing that, but you get what I mean. The fact that a water level makes me feel like this, it really does show how wonderful it is, though, because like I said, I feel like Zora, Link, and Majora's Mask is like, you know, swimming done right in a 3D game, but it's just like, I feel like that this is kind of something that's not, well, I wouldn't say it's not appreciated enough, but you get what I mean. Anyway, I think I should probably get back to talking about what we're doing here. So we got Treasure in the Ocean Cave. Bit of a hint, we saw a cave entrance when we did this first mission. We got the eel swimming around here. We can swim up to him and barely avoid getting hit. Got a star down there, but it's not the one that we're meant to collect, so how about we just head through here? I didn't get the one-up to appear, unfortunately. And we have ourselves one of the simplest missions in Super Mario 64. All we had to do is get here. Like I said, I know that I can just grab the Koopa Shell to go through this fast, but I don't really want to do that. Right here, hit this, and we have a new item that pops out. This is a Power Flower. And unfortunately, I'm going to interrupt the music just as I said I didn't want to. Collecting it as Mario, we can now float like a balloon. We basically have the P-Balloon power-up in Super Mario World. This was not in the original Mario 64. You can do this early in the level as well. I just thought this was kind of a good place to show it, because right here, there's normally pillars that crash down on top of you, and you can kind of just float over them without any kind of danger. Unfortunately, like I said, you kind of miss out on just the atmosphere of this level, but I just felt like it was a good time to show that, so... Anyway, we stomp the Skoomba, and what do we got here? What does the sign say? Ahoy, matey, I have sunken treasure here, I do. But to pluck the plunder, ye must open the treasure chest in the right order. What does that order all say? I'll never tell the captain. So we have an imaginary Mario character that's never been seen. Super Mario Wiki has a probably hilariously written article. It goes way too deep into how that is. Anyway, we open this, open this, and open this. A little bit pointless, but as a child when I experienced it the first time, I guessed that in one try without even any trial and error. So let's hit this, and get ourselves another star. We have Blast to the Stone Pillar as our next mission, so we finally have a cannon-based mission. Now, starting off right here, you're going to notice the cannon is right here, but we need a Bob-omb buddy if we want to access it. He's not hard to find, he's just right over here on this cliff, nothing too unusual. I'm just trying to, you know, I don't want to cut into the music too much, like I said, but hey. I need to stop talking about the music. That's all I'm talking about this video. I swear it's like my Okami Let's Play all over again, where all I say is I love this song. That's not entirely true. I also said I love the art direction, but okay. Anyway, we walk away from the Bob-omb in his lovely red vans, and we head into this. This one's not difficult at all. The mission is mission name is very straightforward with you with what you're supposed to do. Just hop on in here, get into the cannon. And it's kind of a shame this cannon's not on a pirate ship. I don't know if any of you have been thinking that, though, but when I was a kid, I always kind of wondered why this cannon wasn't on a pirate ship of all things, especially when there's one in the water right there, and you could kind of, you know, blast from it to where you're supposed to go. You just hop off right here, and get yourself your star. I believe in the N64 version you collect that without jumping, but I'm not sure. Red coins on the ship afloat. Here we go. So, I think I'm going to take this time to collect my 100 coins. At least it's what I think I'm going to do right here. I don't know, maybe I'll run into some terrible plans and it won't go right, but who knows. So, starting off right here, I'm going to get myself 40 easy coins. Let's go ahead and just grab all these. Here we go, 40 already. And unfortunately for us, we can't go under the water while we are riding on top of a Koopa Shell. If you collect that Koopa Shell underwater, though, you are kind of able to just get on it without any worries and go underwater moving really fast. Which I will be showing here. It was something that I didn't show the first time through just because, like I said, I didn't want to interrupt the music for like the 12th time that I'm saying that. Okay. So we got some coins over here, and technically I probably should head here last because I think this is around where the star appears. But, it's not really that important to me. Besides, I wanted to show where the Bob-omb buddy location was first before going for any red coins. So, let's show that. Excuse me. Talk to him. There we go. So right there, we can see where all the red coins are. Now, one thing that's kind of odd is that the pirate ship is a little bit hard to notice on the map. It is directly above where it was sunken in the first mission, so like it reverse sank. I don't really know how that works, but let's just long jump over here. That box right there, I always called that the box of death when I was a kid because it had like a skull on it. And the thing is, it hurts you if you touch it, no matter what. It can be perfectly stationary, and as a kid, I always wondered how you were supposed to destroy it, and if there was like a star in it, maybe. But I could never ever figure it out, and I lost quite a few lives just trying to break it open and trying to like see what I could do. I was like, am my punches just not well timed? I don't know. I don't know if this box ever resonated with anyone else, but it always did with me, just because it was just kind of out of place compared to everything else in this adventure. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So, what I'd like to do is I'd like to head over here. Didn't mean to be holding down the run button right there because I like doing the breaststroke while swimming by matching the B button to make you move faster. At least I always thought it did. Whereas doing the dog paddle by holding down the run button, I didn't feel like really moved you all that fast. I don't know, I guess it's a bit more maneuverable, but I just always like doing the breaststroke. It moves you a lot faster. I don't know if any of you have a personal preference on what, how you swim in Mario 64. And wow, that was kind of bad timing. Yeah, those climbs will slam shut on you. Let's head over here and get hit once again. Let's grab this Koopa shell. There we go. So this is what swimming underwater with a Koopa shell is like. It's kind of cool. It's not really anything necessary though, but it's just a nice little thing that I wanted to show. Okay, that was kind of funny actually. Anyway, we have 78 coins. We don't really have all that many more to collect, so let's head over here, get these because I really need them, and I'm kind of far underwater. Come on. Come on. Camera! Camera, work with me. That's one thing that I wanted to bring up, actually, while we're heading through here. I've heard some people say that Mario 64 is... Like, some people of today... I'm not kidding when I say this. I've heard people say that Mario 64 is overrated, and it's really not that great for one reason. And it's because the camera's bad. And to that I say, are you kidding me? I'm not going to defend the camera saying that it's not hard to control at times, but this is the game that invented player-controlled camera as a concept. I mean, have you ever noticed that nobody referred to moving the point of view as a camera until the Lakitu, you know, had his little camera on the end of his fishing rod, you know? You ever notice that? Yeah, this is the game that ingrained the concept of a player-controlled camera into 3D platforming. And when it is like that, you kinda can't fault the game or say that it's overrated for not having the best camera in the world, because it's just, you kinda couldn't expect the first one to be as great as the stuff that came after it. It's just, the fact that you like player-controlled cameras that work well, I mean, you kinda had to lay the groundwork somewhere, and I feel like that's what Mario 64 did. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab ourselves the star. And I am missing 2 red coins. I believe that one of them is right over here. We just need to get on top of that pillar right there. And if I may hop up here, talk to you. Wait, I didn't want the cannon prepared. Okay. I just thought he had something else to say. Okay, so we grabbed this one. And where might that last one be, you might ask? Well, it seems that while swimming on that Koopa shell, I overlooked it. If you look down at the map, it is right here inside of this clam. So I have admittedly overlooked something. You know, I make mistakes once in a while. So let's, I make mistakes once in a while just like everyone else. So how about we, take our 8 red coins, heading over to that unsunken ship that I would have liked to have shown last, but I wanted to show the location of the Bob-omb Buddy for those of you that wanted to know where he was if you needed help. And hop, and get up there, okay. And get this exceptionally high star. Now, normally I'd be all for going back into Jolly Roger Bay and getting all the stars there this time around. However, our next mission is Switch Star of the Bay. It is a new mission to the DS version, and unfortunately for us, we cannot get this star normally until we have rescued Luigi. So for that reason, I would like to just kind of head on over here, and I would like to show what is in this other hole in the wall, besides the one that we checked out last time that had a 1-up in it every time you return to the castle. Let's hop up there, and let's go inside. This teleports you to a hidden level known simply as the Secret Aquarium. And what I like is that you actually get to hear the early part of the Jolly Roger Bay music here with the added instruments into it. Because if you notice, when you're in the water, there's more instruments playing than when you're out of the water. It's just always a little detail that I don't hear gone over all that much, and yeah, it's just something kind of nice. A little detail, I don't really have anything to talk about here. It's just a simple 8 red coin mission, and they're all laid out very geometrically. It's not like you can't really get lost here. I will say I do like the clouds on the outside, how it's just kind of like just an aquarium just floating in the sky somewhere. It just, I kind of always imagine like where this place would be, or just, you know, how this place would have gotten here. It was always a very thought-provoking thing for me when I was a little kid, but I just wanted to say that a little detail in the N64 version that I don't hear mentioned much is that if you hop around in the water, this doesn't work in the DS version of my knowledge, every now and then a fish will actually pop out with you, like a fish will jump out of the water alongside Mario. It's kind of a nice little detail, but it's unfortunately not in this version. I'm guessing that whoever handled the porting just kind of overlooked the detail. It's kind of a shame. It doesn't even matter if the water has fish in it. You can do it in literally any water, anywhere. Fish also do behave specially, like they'll swim up near you like you're the leader of a school of fish or something. It's kind of cool. But, enough talk about fish. There are a few in here. You can kind of see how they behave right here, as you notice. They kind of like swim away from us, though, but a few might swim with us. It's kind of cool. Keep saying cool. It's go ahead and collect our secret star, and with that, we have knocked out everything we can do in Jolly Roger Bay and in this room in general in a single video. Well, aside from the rabbit and the one-up we got this last time. So, with all that taken care of, next time on Super Mario 64 DS, we're going to be heading into another door, another level. See you guys then.